Hey guys, I'm going to get this video started today with breakfast, and I don't know what I'm making. It's kind of like an apple cobbler, but I'm doing it a little bit different. I'm going to use some buttermilk instead of regular milk, and I'm also using half the sugar is going to be brown sugar instead of regular sugar or granulated sugar. And I've got two of these, they're really small gala apples I've washed, and they look pretty rough, but that's alright. Got them, and I've got a Granny Smith. Well, I may have to get another apple. I don't know. And I'm going to do it differently because I'm going to go ahead and put some butter in my pan to put the apples in, because I'm just going to do it that way. Now, I know a lot of people I've seen, they will like melt their butter in the pan and then just pour everything else on there. I don't like the way that turns out. I like my butter mixed into my batter. I like the way it turns out better, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm also going to be trying to mix this all in one, well, mix it in a in a measuring cup, actually, is what it is. But I've got the apples. Go ahead and get these out of the way. I've got the apples, and I've got egg, I've got butter. I'll put a little bit of this butter. It's one stick of butter. Let's see, I've got apples, egg, buttermilk, butter, cinnamon, sugar, and self-rising flour. I almost said rising flour. What? And I also have a preheated oven. So I'm just going to cut these up into like little bite-sized pieces. I was thinking about making some sort of like a crumb or crumble for the top, but I decided that I wasn't going to do that. Don't know why I decided not to, but that's what I decided. I'll go ahead and chop this up and put it in the pan, and then I'll move it around in the pan after. I don't know how it will be with buttermilk. I've never done it with buttermilk before, but I know that buttermilk gives different baked goods better, like a better texture. And also, it just tastes really good in it. Now, I don't like to I don't like to drink buttermilk by itself, like just straight from the, like it is. But I like it mixed in things, baked in things. These apples are on their way out, which is one reason why I decided to use these. And I may go ahead and prep them all and freeze them for later or something. I don't know yet. But I have my oven preheated at 350. I'm not trying to cut these in any certain way, just kind of smaller pieces. I'm gonna make some bacon along with it, just because I want a protein with it. A lot of times I won't do that. I won't make anything else. But I've recently been trying to eat protein whenever I take my medicine, my new medicine, or newest medicine. It's not new anymore, is it? It's been around for a little bit. But anyway, I've been trying to eat a little bit of protein with it because it seems like I don't have like the side effects, because whenever I eat it without a protein, I seem to get heartburn more. So I don't know if the protein helps the digestion of it or whatever. I don't know. It just seems to help. Probably could have just used the Granny Smith apple. Or else the 2 small apples, but I'd already done all the peeling and all that stuff, so I'm using it all. There's nothing wrong with having a little extra fruit, I don't think, anyway. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Gonna stir that around a little bit, and I'm gonna put some of the cinnamon on top of it. I don't have a measuring spoon out either. Well, I just want to stir the butter on it a little bit. And I want to add, I put both kinds of sugar in here. I was going to put a little bit of both kinds in the bottom of this. On the apples. Alright. Kind of lay them as flat as you can get a chopped up apple. Can't really get them flat. Not that a lot of work. Get this sugar off my hand. And I'm going to try, I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try to measure everything out into this. So I'm going to start with the buttermilk and put 1 cup in there. And then I'm going to add the 1 cup of self-rising flour. Making a bit of a flour mess. The 1 stick of butter, which it's not quite a whole stick because I put part of it into that. The sugar and the egg. And before I put the egg in, I'm going to take my little spoon. Nope, I'm going to get a fork. I was going to get a spoon. I was going to use a spoon to kind of whisk this up a little bit. But the reason why I was going to use a spoon is because I can get more of it out of here with the silicone spoon. Alright. This spoon is probably close to a tablespoon. So I'm going to use it to measure my cinnamon. I'm not putting a tablespoon in there. I'm going to put, well, it's probably not quite a tablespoon. Maybe a teaspoon's worth. I don't know. With what's over in the other part and this too, we're going to say that's about it. And, oh, where did my vanilla go? I must have put it back in the pantry. I've been leaving it in here, so we'll put about that much. I don't know how much that was. And I'm just going to mix it all together, all this part. Thought it'd be better to use this, and I know I still have different mixing or measuring tools out that I used, but I'm not having to use a bowl and something else, I guess, is my reasoning behind this. So I got my egg, I got my flour, I got my milk, I got my sugar this time. I did not forget my sugar. I got my cinnamon. I think I've got everything in here. So I'm just going to pour this over this. And I don't know how long that I have to bake it. I never do, like, measure it. Like, I don't know. I've never thought about it. But I'm just going to put it in here and just saw where I made a huge mistake because there's cinnamon on that shouldn't be. Be alright. Make sure that's on all of it, which it'll cook together, it'll be fine. But yeah, I had thought about doing like an oat crumble or something on it. And I thought, no, I'm not going to do that today. Alright, so I'm going to put it in the oven, 350, for probably 25-30 minutes. I don't know. We'll see how long. I'll tell you whenever I come back. Okay, so this is 45 minutes later. That's how long it took. And I'm about to get me some. And it smells really good. It smells better than normal. Oop, don't fall apart. Here, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the plate. Let y'all see what it looks like. The apples kind of stayed toward the bottom. I expected them to move a little bit. Well, they did go some in the middle. Or maybe they're just all throughout. Usually they move all throughout it. But anyways, that's what that looks like. I'm going to try it and I'll tell y'all what I think about it later. Okay guys, I want to tell you about the cobbler, but I'll tell you about my hair in a minute. But it was good. I don't think the buttermilk made any difference. But it was good either way, and I think the brown sugar did make a difference, and it was a good one. So, my hair. Yes, I have naturally curly hair, but as you can see, there's little bitty curlies everywhere. I got me some of those pillow rollers from Amazon. I've had them for a few weeks, but I just haven't taken the time to try them yet. So I decided last night after I shampooed my hair that I would do them, and this is the way it looked. I wanted to get the tangle out, but I thought I'd bring y'all in here while I was doing this. Jeff is doing the animals. I also fixed, instead of bacon, I did sausage, because we had like a few pieces left. So I decided to do that. You know, those things don't make much difference in my hair. Oh well, it was fun. I'll keep them and I'll use them again sometime. Maybe I'll try some different things. But, I mean, there is a difference, but not quite as much as I don't know. Maybe I should just use my brush. Sorry for being in your face. Anyway, got the foam rollers. Decided I'd try them last night. The cobbler was good. I made sausage instead of the bacon that I was going to make. I was going to do bacon, but I decided to do the sausage because we just had a few pieces left in that bag in the freezer. And I made Jeff some over easy eggs, and I was going to make him toast, but he didn't want it. And then a couple of those little hash browns from, what am I doing looking in that instead of the mirror? No, this is not the proper way to brush your hair, but I tell you what, there is a mess today. Okay. It's bigger. Oh well, let's see. It does make a difference. It's got like different types of curls than what I'm used to. But I think if I do it again, I'm going to put some kind of setting cream or something in it. I'll have to get some. Or I'll have to see if I have something that I can use for that kind of thing. Or I should say when I do it again. Because I will do it again. It was fun. But yeah, maybe I'll do it sometime and show you how I roll them. I don't know. But I'm going to have to get better at it before I do something like that. So don't look forward to it anytime soon, because I may not do this very often. But as it always does, most likely it will go up into some sort of bun before the end of the day. I was just playing around to see what happened when I used those rollers. But I don't know. I feel like there's a hair over my eye. This is what it looks like after using pillow curlers. I'll show them to you. I got them, like I said, a while back, but I just haven't used them. I remember Mama used to use foam rollers in her hair. Not a lot, but sometimes. Alright, I'm not going to be able to tote y'all like this, so I'll be right back. I mean, I could tote the camera, but it just would not be like, I'd be bumping everywhere. Got a lot of shadows going on. But this is what they are, little foam rollers. It's like a foam roller inside of a little thing, and instead of the little clip like they used to have, it's got little wire in there. They come like this in a package, and they also came with it's beside my bed, but with a wig cap. It came with that, and it shows you how to put it on, which I already knew how to put it on because I had seen a tutorial by accident. I think I have these linked in my Amazon store, but I don't remember. But I should have shown y'all me taking them out. I didn't do mine like hers though. I did mine different, but it shows how to do them. It says to spray hairspray before you start, but I didn't do that. Whoops. I didn't put anything in my hair. I just decided to do it. And this is what I got. So, I don't know what else I'm doing today. I'm washing clothes. I'm on my second load. One load's in the dryer, one load's in the washer. I'm doing the dishes because I didn't load them last night. The only thing dirty is the skillet that I used to cook for breakfast, and then the saucer that you saw me get the cobbler on, and a plate and 2 forks. So, oh, and a cup, Jeff's cup, and a spoon that I use for the cobbler, and a spatula. Why am I telling you this? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm very tempted to go to a grocery store because Renfro's has eggs, 2 dozen for $3, but I just don't want to go anywhere. And I definitely don't want to go by myself, which Jeff is home and he does have time that he could go with me, but I wouldn't be going for anything except the eggs. Okay, I'm going to play with my hair all day because it's got this different kind of curl. It's not terrible, but it needs some kind of something to tame it a little bit because of the frizziness. So maybe I should put, like I said, some kind of setting cream or something. But anyway, I'm gonna go for now. I don't know what else I'm doing. Like I said, I have edited one video. I need to film another one because I had forgotten that I didn't film my faith one yet. And I said I did yesterday. I have not filmed it yet. I was supposed to film it. And I don't know. I've been so confused lately. But I need to film that because I need to have it ready for Sunday, which is your tomorrow, my day after tomorrow. Because today is Friday. So I'll be back at some point. I don't know what I'm doing or when I'm doing whatever, but I know that I'm going to be sharing supper with y'all. I'm doing some pork chops on the grill. It'll be the last pork chops we have in the house that I know of, but I am, before Jeff leaves, I'm going to see if he can check the other freezer to make sure we don't have any more in there, because we've talked about it. We're trying to get rid of the pork. Not all the pork, but the pork chops that we have, because it's just, I don't know. But before I cook these, I'm going to cut the fat off of them. I usually don't do that because fat is flavor and it'll help it to stay moist and everything. But I think the fat in these is one of the problems, because that's one thing that really tastes odd to me. And I don't eat a lot of it, but you know, sometimes there'll be a little bit on a piece of the other part, and you know, you eat it and you know, you just know. But anyway, I'm gonna try to do something else, and I'm thinking about smoking them a little bit too. So I couldn't smoke them for long though, because it won't take long to cook them. But I don't know what I'm cooking with them either. Decisions. I'll be back later. I'm just running my mouth. Okay, so I'm about to start supper, but I want to tell you kind of what I'm planning on doing. We have some little packets of, they're not that big. Anyway, we got some packets of the Just Add Water mashed potatoes. I want to get rid of them, just like I have been getting rid of the macaroni and cheese. Yes, I touched my face, but I will wash my hands before I start actually touching the food. Yeah, I don't care anyway. Anyways, I have some of those that I want to get rid of, so I'm just going to do that tonight. Noah asked for corn, so I'm going to do corn like I've done recently with 2 cans of corn. 1 can I will drain, 1 can I will not. I'll add some butter and black pepper. I do not add salt, but I'll add butter, unsalted butter, and black pepper to that. Just a little bit, maybe like a tablespoon or so. Not a lot, maybe 2 tablespoons at the most. And I'll let that boil or get hot on the stove top. So tonight's going to be super easy. I'm about to mix up a seasoning, then I'm going to trim up the fat off of the, trim something. I'm going to cut the fat off of these pork chops that we have here, at least some of it anyway. And I'm going to season those up, and I think I'm going to smoke them for a little bit, which Jeff told me don't smoke them long because they'll cook really fast. Which if I smoked them for 30 minutes, they would probably be completely done. But I don't want to do that. I want to smoke them maybe 10-15 minutes and then finish them off on a higher heat to cook them the rest of the way. So let me get the camera down here to where you can see. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to use some of the Danos. I'm going to use some barbecue seasoning. I'm not sure what else I'm going to put on this. I'm just not loving the pork chops lately. But Jeff did check. We don't have any more in the other freezer. We have some pork loin, stuff like that, but not pork chops. We do have some pork tips, but they're pork loin cut up. And honestly, it's the bone-in pork chops that we've been buying, And I think it's because we were buying them at this certain store and we got a whole lot of them because they were on sale so much. And I think they just, not that they were bad, but wherever they were raised, they weren't fed like we are used to, and the flavors are just not as good. I think that's our problem. We don't know. The ones we got from Winn-Dixie were just fine. They didn't have that weird taste. So I'm hoping that this will work out fine. But the ones we got from Winn-Dixie were bone-in. They were, you know, all the things, but they were fine. They didn't taste weird. But we kind of got turned off of them because of the things and the stuff. Tell me, have you ever had that happen? Like you get meat from somewhere and you're used to getting it from somewhere for so long, and then you swap up because you find it on sale, or maybe they don't have it in another place, or just something like that. What do? Have you ever done it? Has it happened to you? Has the flavor been different? Because it's not just me, it's me and Noah. Jeff notices it too, but it doesn't bother him as much. Also, something else I've noticed, meat that I get from Walmart is like tougher when it comes to beef, and so I don't really buy there very often. Just something, I mean, ground beef I will every once in a while, but not really anymore because it's more expensive than everywhere else. All right, let me get y'all down here so I can get to cooking so we can eat. Okay, so I have me like a little set up here, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna put some of the barbecue seasoning, which is butt rub, but it said barbecue seasoning on the little sticker because that's what the kit had. So that's what I use, and I guess I'll put some of this on because I always do put this on, and it's just so good. It's the steak seasoning, the Montreal steak. I like the big chunks and stuff. I actually don't really have to have it, but just want to. Don't know why. And then I'm going to put some of this Dano's on it. A pretty good bit of the Dano's, I guess. Alright. Mix that together a little bit. I probably could do it with my hand or something faster, but I don't want to get it on my hand or hands because I really don't know why. I have no reason. What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to set that back there, and I'm going to start trimming this up. Now, these are pretty big, and we are going to have leftovers, but like I said, I'm going to cut this fat off because I think that's part of the reason why it doesn't taste very pleasant. I could be completely wrong. It may have nothing to do with that, but we're going to see. Put it back in the bag. Yeah, that's good enough. Daisy's having a fit. She has food in her bowl, but because it's not absolutely full, she wants more. She started doing that recently. She never did it before. She started doing it in the last couple months. Noah! I don't know if it's her age or what, but it's really a persistent thing lately. Will you do something with Daisy? Because she keeps scratching at her thing. Her, bowl. Well, this has got a lot more fat on it than what I thought. I mean, she's got food in there. What in the world just happened? Oops. Oops, what? Do what, baby?
I popped it up.
You popped the top? Well, she's trying to pop the top. She pawing at it. Okay. This one's still a little bit frozen. I had them in the refrigerator since last night, and I took them out earlier. They're just still partially frozen and they're freezing my fingers. Now these are a completely different, I think they're different, maybe not. They look about the same way. I don't really know if this is going to make a difference or not. Usually I like to keep the fat on because it, you know, keeps it tender or moist or whatever. And the flavor and everything that's in it is usually pretty good. But it just seems like not these. And I did go ahead earlier, but I guess because I've gotten used to just doing the dishes lately and not filming it, I just went ahead and did them earlier. Well, took them out of the, well, there's nothing in the dishwasher, I'll put it that way. And I had hand washed the other dishes. Funny how just a short time can get you used to doing other things. But all my clothes are washed up. I need to fold them. I may not fold them today though. Well, all except what Noah had on before his shower a little while ago. Everything else is clean. Please don't fall off up there. The clothes anyway. This may not be the proper way to do this, but it's the way I'm doing it. Yeah, I don't know why that every pork chop we have had almost lately, except the ones from Winn-Dixie, have been odd. And the ones that we got from that are like boneless, those were fine too. But we did buy a lot of pork chops at a certain point. Alright. Let me get all of this stuff out of the way. Okay, so I put them on this plate or saucer to make it a little bit easier. And what I'm going to do is just put some seasoning down on this all over the bottom of it for whenever I lay these down. The first couple. These are more like pork steaks than pork chops, but they have such big bones in them. And I'm hoping that I can make them taste better by smoking them some. I don't know if it'll work or not. I thought about putting some of the sweet chili sauce on there too, like towards the end of cooking is the way you're supposed to do that, which is just the, see, this looks like a different kind of pork chop, and so does this one. Anyway, the sweet chili sauce, I could put it on and maybe help the flavor, I don't know. But I've got my grill on, smoke. I'm going to check it in a minute just to see. I like that I can open that with my arm. I don't know how I figured that out other than just trying it. But those are seasoned. And I'm going to wash my hands and check that. Then I'm going to ask Noah if he wants the sweet chili sauce too on these after they're cooked through, or, you know, before they come off the grill. And there's going to be extra here because there's 6, but Jeff's supposed to have to work tomorrow, so he'll need something for work, which I did have extra of that last night that I cooked, but he may want that tonight. But let's see, he needs something for tonight. So there's 3 extra pork chops anyways. That's all right. Okay, so it's about 190 degrees on the digital thermometer. It's about 200 on that one. So it should be at the temperature it needs to smoke. It smells like a smoke. So I'm going to go ahead and get these on here. And Noah does not want the sweet chili sauce. So I'm not going to do that tonight. I may eat some barbecue sauce on mine, but I'll just put it on like a dipping, have it like a dipping sauce or something. It's weird with it not sizzling, but we're smoking, so. That's why it's not sizzling. Alright. So those are on, and I'm gonna get me a timer going in the house, wash this up, and I'll be back whenever I start to flip it for the halfway point of the smoking, because I'm gonna do that. Or maybe I won't flip it. Maybe I'm just going to set me a timer to smoke it, and then I'll come back whenever I'm done smoking it and show y'all what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the corn in here so it can be heating through, because it's not going to take long. And I don't want to change the setting I have on the tripod, so you guys are at a different angle what I normally have you. Get in there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the butter in. It's about maybe 2 tablespoons. I don't know. Something like that. And this is just Del Monte whole kernel corn. And I'm going to take this one and I'm going to drain it. I may not get every bit of the liquid out, but I get most of it out. Okay. This one I'm going to leave just as is. It has an ugly piece of corn in it. We don't like ugly corn. Okay, and then I'm just going to put some black pepper in there. Just a good pinch of it. Because we like black pepper. And you probably hear the kettle because I have the water going for that, for the mashed potatoes, because all you need to do is add water. So I got this about medium. And I might turn it down in a few minutes, but that's what it looks like for now. And I'll show you everything in a little bit. Okay, so I did not flip them, but I'm about to now. And I did turn it up to 350 to start the actual, like, cooking, and not just the smoking. I don't know if the amount of time that I smoked them is enough. I don't know. They're so thin, it seems like it would be. I just want a little smoke flavor, not a lot. So I'll come back and check them in a few minutes. Did y'all see them? Yeah, maybe. Hopefully you did. But I'll be back out in a little bit. Okay, so we're going to check it again. This is the second time flipping them. They're looking pretty good. This one's a little bit thicker than the others. I think I'm going to move this one back here. It won't be much longer, they'll be ready to go, or ready to eat. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 of the bags of these. These I bought a lot of because Selena liked them, but nobody else in the house really loves them. But we need to get rid of them because we don't want them to expire, and we just would rather have like regular potatoes. So since she's not here to eat them, then we got to do something with them. I'm not gonna throw them away, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and try to open it. I can't open it. Why? It says tear here, but it's lies. I'm just joking, it's not really lies. Okay, forget it, don't come open. But you're supposed to just add water, 2 cups of water to each bag, which would be 4 cups of water. But because I want them to be a little bit better than that, I'm going to add a cup of milk and then 3 cups of water. And I'm also going to I'm going to add ranch powder. This is my homemade ranch. I do have a couple of videos with me making it. Warm the water up a little bit. It does seem to do better once it's warmed. I made a mess. I always do make a mess with these things. Let me make sure that's 2 cups of water. Yes. I mean, they're easy to make. You don't have to add anything extra to them, and they smell good. They're just not something we love. But this is a ranch seasoning that I make myself, and I use it for making dip, and in different, like potatoes and Mississippi pork or chicken or whatever, and also just whatever I need ranch in. I do that because I like it better. Now these look super soupy, but they will thicken up because those potatoes have to rehydrate. At least they better thicken up. If not, I'll get another pack. But I'm just trying to eat these packs up because I don't know when she's gonna, if she's gonna be back around. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Yeah, it's thickening up. And you don't have to add salt or anything. I think there's salt in that. I know there's pepper. I can't remember if I add salt to it or not. I maybe don't. Yes, I do. I think. I don't know. Let's not talk about that either anymore. Because I don't know. But, ooh, there's a fly. It's a monster. Trying to get in my food. But I'm going to show you what everything looks like. This is just a super quick, easy meal. And if you don't have a smoker, you can still grill the pork chops if you wanted to. Put a little bit more, just a tiny bit, because I want a little bit more of the herb part. I didn't realize there were so many herbs in the ranch seasoning until I made it myself. But it's delicious. It's so much better than that store-bought stuff to me. Alright, so there's that. I made a mess with the water and things. So I'm going to get the camera off here. There's the potatoes that you just saw me do. The pork chops. They look really good and they smell really good. Hopefully they'll taste good. And the corn just looks like canned corn with pepper in them. So that's our dinner for tonight. Okay, so since I have never done this with the ranch, what is happening? I'm going to try that for you guys because I've never put the ranch in there. And I don't really know how much I put in there. But I just put a little bit in those fake taters. Those are the kind, like I've got some that you mix milk and butter and salt and all those things with it. This is the kind that you don't have to add anything but water. But of course I add extra things because it's just not so great. I mean, they're okay. So, I don't know why I'm blowing. It's probably not even hot. But, this is the ranch ones. It's a lot better. A lot better. Yeah, that's good. So, that is what I will do with what I have left. Now, I'm going to try this pork chop. I put Dano's butt rub and Montreal steak seasoning, but more Dano's than anything. And sometimes recently, oh, and I smoked it a little bit. Sometimes recently, like some bites would be just fine, other bites would be not so fabulous. So not so fabulous. I mean, the herbs taste good, but the pork chop just doesn't taste good to me. There's a lot of herbs on there though, so that makes it better. But I don't know. There's just something about these pork chops. Maybe it's just where they came from. I don't know. I'm gonna eat it anyway. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's not like bad or ruined or anything like that. It's just some things, it's according to how they're fed with how they taste, and this just doesn't taste as good, but that's alright. I'm gonna eat it anyway. It's gonna fill the hollow spot, as Jeff said. There's a little spice going on in there though, which is nice. I like a little spice sometimes. Maybe it'll make the other parts go away from my brain. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I don't have anything else I'm sharing today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I do hope you enjoyed this. I don't really taste the smoke flavor. That just hit me. Maybe I didn't smoke them long enough. Maybe next time I'll smoke them for like 25 minutes or something. If we do this again. I probably won't do this again. I don't know. We've been talking about it, and we're thinking like we'll just buy pork chops from Winn-Dixie if we get any more, or we'll just like do the pork loin and cut it up. I don't know, because we don't have to have pork chops. We just sometimes liked them. They've just not been that favorable lately. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. As far as I know, I'm planning on filming. And I do have my planner videos. Of course, they go up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 6 a.m. This one 6 p.m. Central Time. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. If you like this video, go ahead and do all the YouTube things. If you didn't like it, do them anyway. You might like something I do later. Most importantly, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels.